Hello everybody and welcome back to more Genshin Impact. Today we are hopefully finishing the Waterborne poetry event, which I think all I have left myself is a crap ton of dialogue. Yeah, so that's gonna be fun. Let me just claim my normal stuff. I hate it when things say new. Please stop. Yes, Waterborne poetry event is, and what is ready to install though? Whatever. That'll figure itself out. Yeah. Oh, right, I'm supposed to be Zhao right now. Let's be Zhao. I was trying to use Linny to find more Fontaine specialties last night so that I could get Niviette and Riesly, that's how I'm going to say his name, up to level 90. And, you know, it's sort of happened. Maybe. Not really. I mean, they're definitely not level 90, that's for sure. Okay, where am I going? No. Is it this one? No. This one? This one. Okay. Going back to Liyue. I hope Hu Tao doesn't rap again. Ooh, more free stuff. Don't mind me. I'm gonna steal from you. Oh, a lizard too. No, I don't want to talk to you. Leave me alone. I definitely just shoved her out of the way. Oh, here we go.
Wow, everyone got here so early. The sun is shining bright today. As soon as that leaf floats past Stonegate, we shall reveal today's poetry theme. The theme of the second day of the neighboring nation's congenial poetry gala is pairing couplets. Pairing couplets? I've heard of that. It's a Liyue art form where you have to create new lines of poetry based on fixed rules. Kind of like a fill-in-the-blanks game, but for poetry.
Sounds like a nightmare.
Heaven and earth, rain and wind, the endless sky and the boundless land, forest borers and ocean shrimp, lavender melons and matsutake shrooms. Based on a given line of poetry, you must
I'm sorry,
create
was
the
that a poem?
second line to form a pair or couplet. As long as you take inspiration from the wide world around you, you'll find it's not so difficult after all. The two lines should be neatly matched, complementing each other both semantically and rhythmically. In essence, it's just like most other forms of poetry. To buoy your imaginations and allow the winds of inspiration to fill your sails, we've added an additional component, an inspiration walk.
An inspiration?
A nature tour.
By
You mean?
inspiration walk, we
What?
simply mean wandering around in the wild, taking in the scenery and pocketing any poetic thoughts.
I think you mean pocketing whatever I find on the ground.
Please be careful while out and about. Wangsheng Funeral Parlor is already fully booked for the month ahead. And if there's any more demand, I'll be the only one with a smile on my face. In short, please roam freely as the mood takes you. Enjoy the spectacular scenery of our two beautiful nations and fill your imaginations with the most pleasing of poetry. We will all reconvene here tonight. Traveler, can you round up Xingqiu, Chongyun, and the Mondstadt contingent? I have a favor to ask of you.
Oh, is it that thing from yesterday?
No problem. What thing from yesterday?
Thanks. I'm counting on you.
I did this days ago. You gather the team and briefly describe what's... Sure.
We hope that each of you can keep an eye out for this while you're out on your inspiration walk.
Are you sure this
Oh,
is
the
okay?
ghost,
It
not
was
ghost.
Just something I ran into.
I remember now.
Now we're imposing my business on everyone else.
Oh, please don't say that, Mr. Chongyun. Master Jean ordered us to work with you however we can to improve cooperation. Helping each other out is exactly what we're here for.
Besides, investigating any strange occurrences near Mondstadt and making a report to the Knights of Avonius is also part of our job.
I don't mind either, because while we're out, I can look for new cocktail ingredients too.
I really don't like you.
Just think of it like an outing with friends. It'll be fun.
No need to feel bad.
The way I see it, you should just humbly accept their willingness to help.
All right. In that case, thank you all very much. I will be sure to repay your kindness someday.
Now, how about we split into 2 groups for the day?
You mean to cover more ground?
Not just that. Don't forget, this is still part of the poetry gala. If we all see the same sights and sounds during our inspiration walk, how can we write unique poems?
Individuality?
That's true. But how do we decide who goes in which group?
Why don't we draw lots?
Please don't put me with Diona.
That'll make things even more
Give me Chongyun. He's a cute little puppy.
What? What if I end up with the Liyue crowd, and I can't think of anything to say to them?
I've got the slips of paper here. Who wants to go first? Oh, Paimon! Paimon wants to go first!
Everyone draws a lot.
Okay, so that's the Traveler, Paimon, Diona, and Chongyun in one group, and Xingqiu, Mika, and Noelle in the other.
What a relief. At least I'll have Noelle with me.
Then I humbly place myself at your instruction.
Oh, I don't think... that won't be...
I also await your guidance.
Taking a stroll. That's the
Take care,
plan.
everyone. See you all tonight.
Goodbye, Xingqiu. Good luck.
Did anyone forget to bring anything? If not, then let's get going! Dun, 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 dun. Come on!
Wow. Are those ears and tail real? So fluffy.
Chongyun's like
All right.
must pet.
Miss Diona, is there some place in particular you would like to go?
Just call me Diona. Since we're trying to find that thing you saw, why don't we start with the place you saw it last time?
Let's go get inspired.
Sure. Then, everyone, follow me.
Okay. Xiao. Hi. Bye. Tears among the leaves. Venti. Oh, I got an artifact.
Enjoy your inspiration walks! I'm looking forward to some splendid poetry tonight.
Every time I hear Venti talk, I want to play Persona 5 again because his voice actor is, or actress, is Lady An. View poetry riddle upon thieving hearts. Its essence lies not in silver nor gold, but gilded nests. This emblem grants them courage to rise and summon the ravens as noble guests. I'd rather not. Okay, where am I going? All the way over here. What were you doing over here, Chongyun? Although I think this is, what was her name? Little Ming? The little girl who was playing with the Ruin Hunter? Was that over here? It's been like 3 years. So I truly do not know. Hi!
Useless.
You're useless, apparently. How are you alive is a better question. What is happening? Die. Whee! I discovered last night that for some reason my Linny's normal attack does like 4k damage. So as much as you're supposed to do like charge shots with him, using his regular shot is just as viable. Well, not just as. There's a big difference between 4k and like 30k. But I like the aesthetic of his normal shot. He like transforms into a card. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. More free stuff.
Right over there, next to the water. That's where I saw it. But it was a little foggy at the time, so I didn't get a clear look.
The view from here is great, but there's kind of a gloomy atmosphere around here.
Is there?
This the kind of place you like to take a walk?
He's an
wasn't taking a
exorcist,
walk.
isn't he?
I come
Isn't
here
that
to
like
train.
his thing?
Train? Like Like how knights train for combat?
It's a bit different. As an exorcist of Liyue, my training involves practicing techniques for the exorcism of evil spirits.
Exorcism?
I've always wanted to demonstrate the power of exorcism, but it's a pity. I've never actually gotten the chance.
Because your actual presence is an act of exorcism.
Spirit, so as soon as he gets close, evil spirits run and hide. Huh? Isn't that a good thing?
It's awful. Have you ever heard of an exorcist that's never seen an evil spirit? A lot of people think I'm a fraud because of this condition of mine.
Your physical constitution is far rarer than the techniques still passed down by exorcists today. You should treasure it.
Conqueror of demons.
Is that a friend of yours?
Yes.
Yep, this is Xiao, an adeptus of Liyue.
Yeah, you're in the presence of an actual god.
Adeptus? Wow, I've never seen one of those before. Hello, Mr. Adeptus?
Just call me Shao.
So, are you here to train too? Or are you out for an inspiration walk?
When
He
I
wanted
heard
to
about
follow the
exorcist's
traveler.
encounter, my suspicions were roused. That's why I'm here. I've already informed the owner of the inn. If you see anything out of the ordinary, return immediately and leave it to me.
I'm really sorry. I didn't mean to drag even the Conqueror of Demons into this.
Bro, he said to
I had
call him
already
Zhao.
patrolled the area and found nothing amiss. Either the anomaly you encountered was no evil spirit, or perhaps it already left.
I guess that means we came all this way for nothing.
If there's no other business, I'll be taking my leave now.
Come on an inspiration walk with us. You can't turn the traveler down.
There's no one else around here anyway, so you don't need to worry.
But
Do
I
it.
would also be honored if you joined us, Adeptus Shao. It is a rare opportunity, and I have many questions about exorcising evil spirits that I would
Peer
like to ask you.
pressure.
fine.
Seems like this Adeptus is pretty shy. Or maybe all the Adepti in Liyue are like this. Team Changyun has a new member! Yay!
What? When did this become my team? Now that Adeptus Shao is joining us, if anyone's team leader, it should be...
The traveler.
Think it. Diona, didn't you say you wanted to find some new ingredients? Yeah, I don't get to come to Liyue very often, so I want to gather some new ingredients while I'm here. I've heard that Liyue's Jueyun chilies can set your throat on fire. Is that true? I'm gonna mix them into my drinks and give it a try.
Oh no.
Julian chilies.
Oh, he can't have those. He would like literally die.
Not sure that would taste very good.
Really? Perfect! Let's go pick a whole bunch of them.
Right, because she wants to mix them with alcohol and make people not like Mondstadt's wine.
As well as Jueyun chilies, I also need some slime condensate or loach pearls.
Are those
Those
really fit for human consumption?
Pearls are so annoying to get.
This is starting to sound like something Xianglin would make.
You got that right. She does like to use her, Hi? I don't want to kill you. I just want the money. She does like to use her slime condensate. That was interesting. Just got a bunch of coins for nothing. Mine. Why am I the traveler right now? Is this my Zhao? There's... Nope, it is not, because he has 3... Is this a C6 Zhao they gave us? Oh, it's a C3 Zhao. That's awkwardly specific. Oh, chilies, right. I had a purpose. Hi.
Fourth, my blade.
Pew pew!
Okay.
Okay, this should be enough.
Yay.
Diona, you seem really committed to, making alcoholic drinks available to people of all tastes.
What? No, never! I hate alcohol! When grown-ups drink too much, they get that stupid drunk look on their faces, can't speak clearly, and don't even respond properly. Sometimes, they just sleep on the floor all night. Alcohol is the root of all kinds of evil.
I'd rather they
So,
sleep on the floor
I'm
than
on a
throw
mission
up
to mix
everywhere.
the most disgusting drink in the whole world and show everyone just how awful alcohol really is. Nothing can stand in my way. If it means coming out to Liyue every day to pick fresh Jueyun chilies, then so be it.
Is it really worth all that effort?
Yeah, because all my previous efforts have failed. Those stinking booze hounds not only haven't woken up to the truth of how bad alcohol is, they even keep praising my drinks. It makes me furious!
But how is that possible? If this is the kind of stuff you're throwing into their drinks, it must taste absolutely vile. Surely.
That's what I would think. But then I would think Zhongling's food would also be vile.
You liar. Well, if you don't believe me, I'll fix you a drink right now. Then you'll see.
No need.
He can't have the chilies. He'll like actually
wait.
die.
Oh no. Is she really going to add those Jueyun chilies?
Don't
If
kill
her
my
claims are
precious
true.
Chongyun.
Perhaps she too possesses a unique constitution of some kind.
I don't see how
The
it would have
ability
anything
to
do
make
with her.
good tasting drinks.
Unless she's under the influence of some kind of power? Maybe an evil spirit.
No. I sense no trace of the demonic in her. Although there are traces of something else. Something rather special. In Liyue, we might say this child has adeptal affinity.
It's ready. Here, I made one for Xiao too.
Oh boy. Look at that color. Yup. She definitely added Jueyun chilies.
What's wrong? You're not allergic to anything, are you? Don't worry. There isn't even any alcohol in it. It's a slime condensate base with a seasoning of Jueyun chilies and finished with frog legs.
Ew.
Surely
Why?
there's no way this can possibly taste good.
Don't force yourselves. I don't want to clean up after you.
Xiao downed it in a single gulp. Oh, great. If the Conqueror of Demons drank it, it'd be rude of me to refuse. Oh,
Changyan drank his too. Is he gonna be okay?
Let's hope
This
so.
drink is
delicious. It does have a touch
Look
of
at the
Jueyun chili,
stars in
and it
his
isn't at all
eyes.
overpowering. It's completely different from Xiangling's cooking or those drinks Xingqiu makes to mess with me. It's crisp and refreshing, with just a
Xingqiu,
hint of
why?
numbness, and the Jueyun chili flavor combines with the smooth but not slimy texture of the frog legs to form a heavenly mixture. And oh, the slimes. Can we talk about the slimes? Before this, I never knew that they had such a pure and herby taste, like fresh grass after the rain. The power and purity of nature distilled into a cup. Amazing! Simply unbelievable!
That's right. Slimes are absolutely sublime.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, I failed again. Wait, what's gotten into Chongyun? He's been so quiet up until now.
It's like he drank like 10 Red Bull all at the same time. And like 10 packets of sugar, probably. Also, maybe more.
I'm
Are you,
great,
like,
but
okay?
I gotta try another. Diona, if you please, one more.
Please stop jumping. At your instruction, Diona serves Chongyun.
Oh. Okay. I think I've calmed down a bit. I'm sorry. I can't believe I let you all see me like that.
Yeah,
It's
let's
fine.
not do that again.
My fault for not checking your spice tolerance first. Oh, looks like this pure yang spirit isn't such a great thing to have after all.
Actually, before I drank it, I very much doubted what you said about your drinks.
Who'd have thought it? Diona and Changyun are actually kind of similar.
No, I disagree.
Xiao, what's wrong?
The ghosty?
Look over there.
You
At
mean the leaf?
the leaf?
Something's written on it.
Is it?
You can see that from over here?
I mean, I guess let's grab it and take a look.
Oh yeah, or it'll get swept away.
To the leaf. My leaf.
There's a poem written on it. The conqueror of demons has truly amazing vision.
Let Paimon see.
The sky that night blossomed with flowers, the stars that night hummed with like bees, in search of nectar and of dreams, and we that night were as new as the dew, under moonlight flowing like silken honey, our words sweet as we sat by the spring. But I turned and left you alone, the poem in my heart left unspoken. And since then, the stars do not twinkle, the moon is ice cold. I hid them neath the water, but your tears fall and find them. Depressing.
It sounds like the author is writing about the first time they met their true love.
Although the following lines suggest that they didn't end up together.
Why write a poem on a fallen leaf? The flowing waters are ruthless.
Why not?
Carry the leaves away with the current. This poem would likely have vanished into the void had we not found it. It makes no sense to me.
It doesn't matter if anyone else reads it. They just had to pen it down.
That's true. I've heard Singcho say something similar before. When there's things that you're unable to say, or just never had the chance to say before it was too late, if it can be put on paper, it can be expressed as poetry.
Random side note. I've been listening to a Japanese rapper, Sky High. I think he wrote a song for one of his friends who died or committed suicide. Absolutely beautiful song. It's on the first take, but it reminds me of this.
Is it kind of like wishing at a fountain? I used to do that sometimes when I was little. So, that means that our mystery poet was probably hoping that someone would read it, right? You think? Then, should we write a poem in reply?
But we don't know who
That sounds
wrote it.
fun,
How can we
actually.
reply?
Why not go upstream?
Upstream? Why?
The ink looks fresh. It can't have been written too long ago. This withered leaf floated down with the current. If we travel further upstream and drop a leaf into the same waters, it should be carried down past the original writer.
Cool! Aw, this is so romantic! Communicating with a mystery person using poems on fallen leaves! But how do we make sure that they'll receive it?
We can write extra copies and drop the leaves in different places. As they say, where there's a will, there's a way. Surely at least one of our leaves will find a path.
Either way, it's our only option.
Then let's make like a tree and head upstream!
What an interesting turn of phrase, Paimon. I'm not really sure that's how that one goes. They want us to go all the way over here. How on earth do they think the leaf went from here all the way over to here? Video game logic, I guess. Oh my, oh, screw you. What a rude one. And that's why I don't mind killing the boar in Genshin. I go out of my way to not kill anything else. But the boar, they must die. So rude.
Upstream, upstream, up we go! Oh, did you think of what to write yet?
Apparently, I already finished writing it. Amidst the dark fireflies aglow, pebbles unmoved by the stream's flow, if words yet remain and love holds to the last, against the world can the small stand fast. In honeyed moonlight, may you once more bask.
Ooh, great! Now give it here, and Paimon will toss it into the water.
When did the traveler become such a wordsmith? Grumpy. This was a great suggestion, Zhao.
Things you never had the chance to say before it was too late.
Oh.
When silence is the final word, we mourn the loss of things unheard.
You should try writing a poem too, Zhao.
I have little talent for, nor knowledge of poetry.
But you're besties with Venti. Let Venti help you.
Like a little boat.
Oh.
Merrily down the stream, life is but a dream.
We should probably pick up the pace. We still have a few more leaves to set afloat, and we need to get back before it gets dark.
It's like already dark. I don't know what to tell you.
Uh-huh. What's this? You two having a private chat?
Yes.
No, it's nothing. I just hope this isn't all in vain.
Some time ago, in a team far, far away. Oh no. We're gonna get to see what Xingqiu is doing with Noelle and Mika.
The scenery here is quite beautiful. Let's pause here to seek some inspiration.
Should we set up camp? Oh, please wait a moment. I'll pitch the tent.
It's an inspiration walk. There's no need for all that.
Okay, well, I'll conduct reconnaissance nearby to ensure this area is safe, and see if I can't scavenge any firewood or food while I'm at it.
Wait, reconnaissance?
It means survey the environment and plan our route forward. It's the foundation of all operations while out in the wild.
Are all inspiration walks in Mondstadt this complicated?
No, you just are unfortunately on a walk with two very overcomplicated people.
In that case, I'll conduct reconnaissance with Mika.
Huh? Oh, okay then. Crumbs. Now I have to try and make small talk. Should I mention the scenery? The weather?
Very well. Then leave the camp to me.
So, Xingqiu,
We're not camping though.
Do you, go on inspiration walks often?
I do. I always get bored when I'm cooped up at home, so I head out for a stroll. Life gets busy. You have to steal a moment of leisure when you can.
Cool. Oh, over there, firewood.
I'm sorry, what? Over where? That? Oh.
No, my sword! Rain outlines your fate.
Engaging.
Witness the power of Gugwa.
My gosh. I never
Time to act.
play as either of these people. I just usually use Xingqiu's abilities and then switch out. He's a spear user? Really? Okay. Apparently he's a spear user. Who knew? Berries. I have
With
found
this wood
berries.
and the food I brought along, we can definitely put together a decent lunch.
You've got quite a knack at wilderness survival. I'll give you that.
Thanks. I was on an expedition with the Grandmaster of the Knights of Favonius for a while, not too long ago. I was in charge of surveying and mapping.
Oh? You sound like a character from an adventure novel. Charging across the world, sword in hand.
What? No, I'm nowhere near as amazing as all that. If I really run into a powerful enemy, I always leave it for someone stronger to deal with.
You're too modest, Mika. A hero is measured not by the blood on his sword, but by what's in his heart. As long as a righteous heart that yearns to aid others beats within your chest, no matter where you go or what you have achieved, you may be called a hero.
That all sounds
Was that a poem?
pretty profound.
It sounded poemy.
I've never even thought about any of that before.
Hello? Are you okay? Maybe we should return, lest Noelle be forced to wait on us.
Oh, sure.
Okay, go back to camp and talk to Noelle. Can do.
Body and mind.
Wait. Okay, can do. I want these Sinsetias, though.
Body and mind.
Body and mind, apparently. Is there anything in this water that I want? Not seeing anything? Not seeing anything?
But you're back. Did everything go smoothly? Do you
Yes.
need a cloth to wipe the sweat from your brow?
No.
No need, thanks. All clear. There's no danger in the vicinity.
The team lights a fire and starts preparing lunch. Before long, a delicious meal is ready.
Noelle, your cooking is amazing. Every single dish is so tasty.
I want
Truly
food.
astounding. I never imagined it was possible to enjoy such a satisfying meal in the great outdoors.
Really? Then what do you usually eat when you're out on an inspiration walk?
Oh, well, since I usually sneak out from home, I just grab some dried snacks to take with me. Add in whatever fruit I pick along the way, and that's my lunch.
By sneaking out, you mean running away from home?
That's right. Or sometimes I'll tell a cover story like, I'm going out to take care of business.
But if you
Or
get
I'm gonna
caught,
go visit
will you be
Chongyun.
disciplined?
So, just don't get caught.
Anyway, did anything interesting
Skill
come up
issue,
while you were out
Noelle.
scouting?
Well,
I think Xingqiu's a
Xingqiu
bad
and I talked
influence.
about what it means to be a hero. Now that I think about it, by Xingqiu's definition, you should be considered a hero too, Noelle.
Huh? Me?
You're always happy to help everyone in the Knights of Favonius. Not only that, but whenever we're out training, you help out the citizens of Mondstadt. Oh, remember that time when a giant boulder was blocking the road? You cut it in two with a single blow.
Oh? Sounds like she has both a heroic spirit and incredible martial prowess.
Don't. Oh, please don't praise me like that. We should talk about what we came here to do. Finding inspiration.
Miss Hu Tao said something about pocketing our poetic thoughts. But so far, all we've done is gather some firewood and cook lunch. I have no idea what to write.
You can write about anything. Looking at Cor Lapis, one can't help but wonder if one's own heart is as bright and clear as jade. Observing silk, so bright and beautiful, one pauses to consider whether it ever feels the sadness and sorrow that humans do.
So we have to connect our internal world with the external one?
Exactly. But that's just one of many possible methods. Perhaps you might gaze out at the bridge in the distance and see a woman leaning on the railing, looking as if her heart is laden by sorrows that even the rushing waters below cannot wash away.
Huh?
Is she who let go of the leaf?
I saw her at the gala yesterday. She wrote one of the riddles we answered. Why don't we go say hi?
Let's make another friend. What's in here, though? Mine. Lots of random stuff. Probably put there by a squirrel. It's mine now. Hi. It's me, Xingqiu, and Posse.
Hello, ma'am. How fortuitous it is that we meet again.
Hello. Are you here on your inspiration walk too?
Yes. Allow me to introduce ourselves. I am Xingqiu, and this is Noelle and Mika.
Thank you for accepting our answer to your riddle yesterday. Oh, don't mention it. It's all in good fun. I'm Kelly Rowe.
So, Miss Caliroy, are you from
What an
Fontaine?
interesting name.
That's right. I was traveling in the area and just happened to see there was a poetry event being held at Stone Gate. It looked fun, so I thought I'd drop in.
Your riddle yesterday made quite an impression on me. It was uniquely evocative. Have you studied Liyue poetry before?
I haven't, actually. I've just picked up a few things here and there from chatting with people throughout my travels. Amazing! So you're a natural poet.
We noticed you standing on the bridge from quite some distance away. Are you drawing poetic inspiration from the flowing current beneath your feet?
I haven't finished my poem yet. The water here was just so peaceful and calming. I stopped for a moment and lost myself in admiring it.
The glowing eyes of the
Well, here,
Oceanid
Why
models
not
are
head back
kind
with us
of
to the venue
creepy.
for tonight's festivities? It's getting late after all.
Huh? Are you sure?
We can walk and talk. Perhaps the mingling of ideas will give rise to new inspiration.
I'd personally like to hear Miss Callie Rowe's couplet. I'm sure I can learn something.
We're putting you on the
If
spot.
we're all in agreement, I've got no reason not to join you.
The group walked back to the venue, laughing and joking.
Woohoo! The first team is back, right on schedule.
Huh? The others have yet to return?
Come on! Let's hurry!
Where'd Chow go?
We're not too late, are we?
Just how far did you all go?
Pretty far.
Everyone catch your breath. Come on, deep breaths. 1, 2. Now, don't panic. The party hasn't started yet.
We made it! Oh, Paimon's exhausted.
Sorry if you can hear the plane in the background. It was really hot, so I opened my window. Didn't expect there to be a really loud plane. Anyway, since when do you get tired from flying?
Paimon gets tired if she has to fly too fast. Oh, not to mention dropping all those leaves. Paimon's hands are cramping up. Sounds like someone needs to exercise more.
I would agree with Diona.
You guys
Dropping
think of
leaves
any
is not a
secret
very
while you were out?
strenuous activity.
Indeed. This is Kelly Rowe. I believe you'll remember her from yesterday, though you weren't introduced.
Hi, everyone.
Hello.
Hello, but you're not the only ones who's called in reinforcements. Look who we got! Wait. Xiao? Where'd he go?
Where'd Hu Tao go?
Xiao, come on out!
He's like, no.
Now that we've all regrouped, let's... Scratch that. Looks like we're still waiting on my co-host. They say roosters crow at first light, and finches go to bed at night. But Director Hu Tao's always on the ball. Anytime, anywhere, she'll answer your call.
Are the theatrics really necessary? We're already on day 2 of the festival. The opening ceremony is over.
But my dear, dear Paimon, it seems you are not yet aware. That was not for my own sake, but for a special guest who's joining us today.
Zhongli!
Whose manner is as exuberant as ever. It always makes quite an impression.
Oh,
Zhao, you come
boy.
down here right now and
This
say
is
hello
a
to your father.
surprise.
Mr. Zhongli, I hope you are well.
Xingqiu, what can you tell me about Mr. Zhongli? He seems like somebody very important.
Yeah, he's a god.
He's held in very high regard in Liyue Harbor. He's extremely erudite in many different domains of knowledge.
Allow me to introduce you all to Zhongli, a consultant at the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor. His expertise is limitless, stretching from the celestial orbs to the terrestrial ores, spanning modern and ancient culture, delving into literature both prosaic and poetic.
Super random side note. Again, for those of you who know, Zhongli has a voice line that Osmantha's wine tastes the same as I remember, so on and so forth. At a Chinese grocery store near me, they had Osmanthus, not wine, but tea, like loose tea. So I brewed some yesterday. It is actually very good. Very unique flavor, but very good. I'm intrigued as to what Osmanthus wine would taste like, but I don't know how to make wine, so who
He may be my
knows?
subordinate, but he is certainly a qualified poetry expert, and so we have invited him here tonight to judge the compositions.
The director exaggerates. I am but vaguely acquainted with a few lines of classical poetry. Should you consider me to be remiss in my appraisal of your own compositions, please correct me.
I would not dare.
Enough with the modesty already. If I didn't know better, I'd say you seemed nervous. Just focus on judging.
Please rest assured that I shall rise to the occasion, Director.
Let me do a quick count. 1, 2, 3, 4. Great! Equal numbers on both sides.
Huh? Are you counting me too?
Join us.
Fine. But
I
consider
refuse
this a
to
favor.
say it'll be fun, because it might not.
With our Fontaine friend present, perhaps we should rename this event to the Three Nations Congenial Poetry Gala. Also, I'm just noticing that Paimon should only count as a half teammate at most.
Oh my gosh,
That
that's
kind of puts
so
Team
mean.
Traveler at a bit of a disadvantage. Well, how about this? I'll join in as well. Director Hutao, here to help out in your hour of greatest need. What does everyone think?
Naturally, the more the merrier. Being the host of the festival shouldn't stop you from having the chance to enjoy it like the rest of us.
Then it's settled. Everyone else in the audience, feel free to join in too and support your favorite team.
What about me? Shall I keep track of the score?
No need for that. The teams are just a formality. We're all friends here, and this isn't intended to be competitive. But what do you think, Judge Zhongli?
I concur, Director. Moreover, it would be disingenuous to impose upon our friends from Mondstadt and Fontaine a competition in which they are judged on how rigorously they can adhere to Liyue poetic conventions. Since this is a congenial poetry gala, should we not begin with inspiration and finish with friendly conversation? The aim being for all participants to enjoy themselves.
That's a relief. I was so nervous about this, but it sounds like it's gonna be pretty relaxed.
Couldn't have asked for a better judge. Zhongli said everything I was supposed to say, only far more eloquently. So, without further ado, I shall pass the baton to Venti.
No problem. Friends old and new, put on your thinking caps and take a deep breath of fresh air. The second stage of our poetry gala will now commence. Matching couplets.
We should have invited the other gods.
Perhaps I could break the ice with a humble contribution to inspire others to share their brilliance. Please listen to the first line in the couplet. Lounging in luxury inside a Shinue kiosk booth, delighting in countless contemporary tastes.
What? He managed to think of one already? Oh, he seems like a real expert at this.
He is from Liyue, and he is an author.
Kiosk. Should that be paired with Lily Pavilion? Or are they too similar for a couplet? Oh, this is pretty difficult.
Shinue kiosk. Contemporary tastes? I guess I should pair the modernity of their VIP dining experience with an emblem of the past. Ah! Maybe where I was training that one time. That was quite ancient. The weather was terrible that day. Okay, I got something.
That's good, because I got
Surrounded by
nothing.
history, outside a Tianheng Pass pavilion, as lightning sets the boundless Tenebrous skies ablaze.
Changyun completed the couplet!
Shinue Kiosk is a renowned modern restaurant, while the mountain pass of Tianhe is a prominent historical landmark. These two iconic locations form a complementary pair. The imagery also contrasts rather well between the two halves of the couplet. One half describing a leisurely and comfortable indoor scene, the other portraying a hazardous outdoor scenario where there is no protection from the elements.
Huh? I was just describing what I experienced that day. I guess I just got lucky. All right then. I guess
Nah,
I'll start the
Zhongli
next
is
couplet.
just a
Mind
genius.
pines for Mingyun, flesh confined to Qingse, spirit striding high on Zheyun's clouds.
Oh, Changyun, you dark horse. Looks like you came to play today.
This conjures the image of one with lofty aspirations, whose life is limited to a small town, but who awaits the opportunity to one day ascend above the clouds. The use of various locations for their symbolism is quite novel indeed.
Oh! Soul shines like jade stone, dressed in finest silkwear. Lucent heart still beats within me now. Wow, how did Noelle do that?
That is an
A
excellent question.
superb line.
I've got
It
nothing.
employs the metaphor of precious stone to describe one of noble and moral character, with a pure and clear heart. The symbolism in this case is centered around objects, truly the work of a skilled poet.
That was a commendable couplet.
All thanks to your guidance while we were out on our inspiration walk. I'd
Hello.
like to start the next couplet.
Starunix? I think I
Up
said that
into
right.
the
Let me know
misty
if I
karst,
didn't.
Down among the grassy marsh, all for lotus seed and bird egg soup. Lotus seed and bird egg soup?
Stop making me
Did you
hungry.
think of a second line for the couplet? No. Everyone's poems are so complicated. I need more time just to understand them. But when I heard lotus seed and bird egg soup, it made me think of berry and mint burst. Maybe because I mixed a similar drink recently.
Got it.
North beyond the Starfell Lake, south across the windswept plains, just for berry squeezed and mint infused.
I really
No
did not
wonder
expect the
everyone
traveler to
praises
talk.
the traveler so highly. You answered so quickly.
Both halves of this couplet require intimate knowledge of the terrain in question and the local plants that may be found there. The two of you are clearly both seasoned travelers.
Does this mean I helped? Yowza!
Meowza. Oh my gosh. You saved the day.
Hey now, Zhongli. Don't just praise everything you hear. You should question and press them a bit. Don't worry about upsetting anyone. After all, I'm here to take the heat.
Then allow me to try another. Qingxin has no heart. Still, it soothes the human heart.
Is she talking about the medicinal effects of Qingxin? This is a hard one to match.
Oh, I should not have this on autoplay. Apparently, I've got it again from looking at Zhao. Score
Sweet
one for
dream
me.
is no dream, yet it nurtures people's dreams.
Sweet dream. Does that really match?
Since the suitability of the match has been queried, I shall act according to the director's wishes and ask you, what is the link between Sweet Dream and Qingxin?
What an excellent question. I don't like it when you question me. But apparently, Sweet Dream is a type of dessert. Sorry, random person. I can't have you join me.
Oh, you mean eating a delicious dessert before bed will make you sleep well, right? You're amazing!
Does sugar make you sleep well, Paimon? Does it? Actually, we sleep peacefully at night because Zhao is there to protect everyone. She's not wrong. How dare you leave me, Zhao? Rude.
Then I agree. The two halves of the couplet match. This point is well deserved.
Points for me, points for thee. This judge gives out points for free. But if you ask me, everyone's being a little too conventional so far. Let's push the envelope a little. Go nuts!
Please do not ask anyone to rap.
In that case, why don't you finish this one for me, Hu Tao? Round moon in the heavens, full moon at night. Celebrate with circle of friends.
Oh, square meals in the basement. Big bowls of rice. Decorate with cuboids of meat.
Huh? What the?
Ah, we have ourselves a pedant's couplet.
What does
The
that
two
mean?
halves have no thematic connection, yet each word has its perfect parallel, meaning the two halves do form a cohesive whole. The strict pairings make this no easier to achieve than a thematically coherent couplet.
This is why I did not take poetry classes.
So verbose. Zhongli, just tell me if I got a point or not.
Of course you did. I presumed it went without saying.
Ahem. Through Cheongji, I walked 100 miles. At Guili, I ended my march. In Dihua, the silver grass grows in 2 styles, but horsetails don't trot out the marsh.
From vendors, I bought some 15 steaks. At dinner, I sizzled the lots. At pressure, the tenderloin cooks in 2 ticks, but 15 won't fit in the pot.
Huh?
I am
So that's
confusion.
a couplet. I don't think she can do that too. I thought of one.
Oh no.
Wolf hooks can't hook Baron Bunny.
Is that it?
Aw, that's a cute couplet.
Sweet
What does
flowers
Amber
and
have to do
sweet
with this?
Sister Barbara.
Oh no. The stalker is here.
Now, that's the passion we like to see. Although,
Stalking?
unfortunately, your response was technically 1 word too long.
In that case, Whopper flowers can't whop Jumpy Dumpty.
Oh, this monster's got talent.
I'm so relieved. I at least managed to get
Nothing
one.
can beat my Jumpy Dumpties.
Nestling by a roaring fire,
Except maybe
scent of
Dodoko.
tea wafts from the stove, reading through the heart of Clear Springs.
Wow, Noelle came up with another one. Come on, match the couplet. Paimon knows you can do it.
Why don't you try it, Paimon? You're a team member too.
Do you really think Paimon has what it takes?
Time to get pedantic.
Fine, Paimon will give it a whirl.
You go.
Nestling by a roaring fire, scent of tea wafts from the stove, reading through the heart of Clear Springs. Seething in the pouring rain, sword of pain swipes at my foe, beating up the eye of the storm.
Great job, apparently.
What? Really?
Yes, very good. The image of challenging powerful foes in the harshest of conditions seemed to manifest before my eyes, and it was perfectly juxtaposed against the atmosphere of leisurely reading with a cup of freshly brewed tea.
Now I'm thirsty too. Man, I really should have eaten
Maybe
first.
Paimon has a knack for this after all.
It appears that my services as a judge are no longer needed.
In high spirits, the laughter and okay. As the host declares the day's event over, the crowd reluctantly disperses.
Paimon's so happy! Paimon managed to match a bunch of couplets at the end. You did hear them all, right?
I really enjoyed myself
Sure.
too. I never knew Liyue's couplet poetry was so much fun.
You were amazing today, Noelle. You did so many couplets. Paimon especially liked your one about reading Heart of Clear Springs. Paimon never could have thought of that.
How did they pronounce her name? Caliroe? I think.
Miss Kelly Roy, are you okay? You look like you're getting tired.
Don't worry, I'm fine. Thanks for asking. Although, I do have a question I'd like to ask.
Sure.
All of you read Heart of Clear Springs?
I have read it before.
I haven't actually read it.
My dad Dad told me the story once. It's about a spring fairy and a young boy.
Oh, yes. The story
Oh.
of the spring fairy who left her homeland and met a boy under the moon.
Okay, yes. I remember this now. I think. Maybe.
The boy
Maybe not.
poured out his heart to her, and she listened to his stories. Over time, the boy grew up and began to develop feelings for the spring fairy. But the spring fairy didn't understand human love and was afraid that making a promise to him would ultimately end in tragedy. And so, I don't know if Diona's father mentioned the part about the kiss to her.
In the end, the spring fairy left the boy and was never heard from again.
Ah, yes, that's it. Many years went by, and the boy became an old man. But he never stopped believing that the fairy was real and not just a dream.
If she's old enough to deal with
Sounds like
alcohol,
a
she's
tragic
old
tale.
enough to know what a kiss is.
So, what do you guys think of the spring fairy in the story?
I'm sure she made her decision with the best of intentions, but the boy couldn't hope to understand why she left. It's a shame that the misunderstanding never got cleared up.
Well, do you think she should go back and see that boy again? If she ever had another chance?
Now?
I see.
An old man
You wrote the poem on the leaf.
Isn't it a bit late? What if it just led to more regrets?
Our response to your poem says to
sorry.
go for it.
Maybe I'm being too pessimistic.
If Paimon was that boy... Actually, Paimon would definitely want to see the spring fairy again, no matter how old Paimon got. After all, she's the love of his life, right?
I see.
Oh? Looks like the party's still going strong over here. Are you coming up with more couplets? Need my help?
Stick to hosting, Tone Deaf.
Ah,
If you get involved, you'll only match every couplet yourself and not leave any for the rest of us.
I never knew you had such a high opinion of my abilities, Paimon. But the couplet games are all over now. Tomorrow's theme is freestyle poetry.
oh, so I'll be even more
Do we
confused.
have to share
Fantastic.
our own poems with everyone?
That's right. If you're not feeling confident, don't worry. It's never too late to register for Venti's Poetry Cram class.
I'll sign up.
Oh, me too.
Hold on there, Buster, before you start peddling your
Buster.
classes. Just how much freedom is there with this freestyle poetry exactly? Aren't there any requirements at all?
It's as free as the winds that blow, and there's nothing freer. There are no limits to genre, form, content, or anything else. So long as it comes from the heart, you're welcome to put it into poetry. Give it a try. There's no better chance to express your innermost thoughts.
Whoa, it's almost too much freedom. Paimon can't decide which way to go. Our travels? Or maybe all the food that the travelers cooked for Paimon. Will you
That's a lot of food.
Kelly Roy? Paimon wants to see what you write.
I know Paimon said come, but I definitely thought she said
I'll
cook.
be there.
Will you cook too, Callie Rowe?
My nose is starting to itch again. All right, I shall leave you to privately ponder your poems and bid you all good night. See you tomorrow.
Goodbye, Venti. Where did Zhongli go, though? We're finished part 2! Oh my gosh. There is only one part left. What is this telling me? I've apparently Why did I not claim that? No, go back. Claim. Apparently sitting through all of that counted as completing my commissions. That's convenient to me. Give me this. And then let's just go right into the last part, Heart of Depth. Heart of the Deep, I can read. I promise.